and welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen Marie and today is Friday, which means it is Friday Sews time. I am, however, going to do a little bit of a twist on this week's Friday Sews because I have the day off, but I have quite a few things to get done and some of them are sewing related. So I thought I would bring you with me and I hope that's okay, that I do it a little bit differently this week. I'll get back to the regular programming later, I promise, but yeah. So first of all, I hope you're doing very well. I'm doing okay. If you saw my video last week, you will know that I threw out my back really quite badly while I was on a work trip and I was in a lot of pain. But on Monday I got some treatment and it's doing a lot better now, and I try to relax a little bit after work and everything this week, so that to give my back a little bit of time to recover too. I'm doing a lot better. I'm far from 100% still, but I'm having another treatment on Monday and I'm getting there, but it's going to take a little bit of time. But thank you so much for all your lovely comments and well-wishing comments for that. It really brings me a lot of joy when you interact with me in the comments, so thank you so much for that. So yeah, before I get started, I'm going to tell you what I'm wearing, and I'm wearing the Fiber Mood Tilly shirt, and I'm wearing it's in this lovely linen viscose that I got at my local fabric store, and I was so in love with this fabric that I had to go back and get some more for this shirt, because the first time I bought the fabric, I made it into the Friday Pattern Company Saturday skirt set skirt. That's a mouthful, isn't it? But this one is the Friday, Fiber Mood Tilly, and it has this really like roomy, lovely sleeves that I absolutely love. But I did change it a little bit. So instead of the really like big boxy pleats and everything, I just gathered it into the cuffs, and I also lengthened the sleeve quite a bit because the sleeves on that pattern is really short for some reason, or at least I find it so, even though my arms are quite short. So don't know what's going on there, but yeah, I really love this shirt and I've been wearing it quite a lot. I know it's not really seasonable appropriate, but you know what? I needed some color in my life today, so I chose this. So as I said, I have the day off and I have quite a bit of overtime, so I can take some time off when I can. I do try to do that in November and December because it's such a busy time for us, and we have 2 birthdays in this family coming up. So my husband's birthday is in a couple of weeks, and then my youngest daughter has a birthday in December. But December is really a madhouse around here because, in between all the sort of Christmas preparations and everything, we also have like end of term events at the school and at the university, and there are like Christmas parties and ballet performances and concerts and all of that jazz. So I mean, it is a very busy time. So when I can, I do try to take a little bit of time off in November and December just to get sort of chores done, so that I don't get so stressed and exhausted by trying to fit all of that in after work. So I know that I'm very privileged and I'm really happy that I'm able to do this because it really helps me out with the stress and everything. So I have quite a few things to get done today. And one of the things is that I'm going to make my sister's advent calendar. Now, I'm sure for those of you who have followed me for a while, you know that I have 2 sisters. I have two brothers too, actually. And all of those are my best friends. They are really, really great people, and I love having them in my life. But my sisters and I, we decided a few years ago that we were going to give each other an advent calendar every year. And we sort of take turns. So last year, my elder sister gave to me, and I gave to my younger sister, and my younger sister gave to my elder sister, if that makes sense, sort of a triangle thing. And then this year we're switching. So I'm giving a advent calendar to my elder sister, and I'm receiving one from my younger sister. And I absolutely adore this tradition because it sort of brings me closer to them all the time, when I, every day I get to open something and I know that they are opening my gift. And it's a really lovely tradition. But I need to get started now because, we're in mid-November now, so I need to get this together. And I can't really share what I'm going to put in that calendar because my elder sister actually watches this channel from time to time, so I can't really share what I'm going to put into the calendar. But I'm going to take you shopping with me, and then you can have a look at some of the things that I'm at least looking at without spoiling the surprise for my elder sister. Well, my two daughters usually receive their advent calendars from their grandmother, my husband's mother. And my mother-in-law usually makes calendars for all her grandchildren. But this year, she has said that she's only going to make one for the youngest ones, which means my younger daughter and my brother-in-law's boy who's almost the same age, so they're getting an advent calendar. But my mother-in-law said last year that she struggles now to find something that my 16-year-old daughter will like, because 24 gifts for a 16-year-old girl isn't as easy as getting something that a 9-year-old will be happy with. Which I totally understand and respect. So, but I don't want my eldest daughter to feel left out of this. I know there are a lot of things you could say about these calendars, and I know that not all people are, liking this sort of trend that you're going to get a gift every day leading up to Christmas, that it's sort of hyper consumerism and everything, which I totally understand. And my kids don't get like plasticky things every day. They do get things that they will sort of need and use anyway. So little shampoo bottles or, hair elastics and underwear, new socks and that kind of thing. It's really, I only buy them things that I know that they're going to use. So sometimes they'll, get new crayons or whatever, but not anymore for my 16-year-old, obviously. But yeah, but I am going to have to make like 2 calendars then this year. So one for my sister and one for my eldest daughter. And I am going to include some handmade gifts in that calendar too, but I am probably going to buy most of the things because, it's just not, I don't have the time to make like 48 homemade things in addition to all of the other things that I'm going to be doing in November and December. So yeah, that's just the nature of it. But I do try to include things that they will actually use or that they can collect. So sometimes they also get like things like Christmas decorations for the tree and everything that can be used every year, obviously. So I am going down to the shopping mall because there is a couple of stores there that sell like these little things that are great to put into the calendars. But I am actually also thinking that I might just, take a deep breath and go to IKEA today. That needs, I'm going to need some more coffee before I go, but I actually think that I will go there, and then I can also pick up some, gift paper and all of that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm thinking about that. If my back holds, I'm going to take a little trip out there. Yeah, so what have I been sewing this week? I'm actually going to take you down to my sewing space to show you a couple of things that I've been making. And I have finished a couple of things this week. So I have been making the sweatshirts for my nieces that they will receive in their Christmas presents. And those were the sweatshirts with the little planets on. I think they turn out quite cute, if I'm honest. So I hope that they will like them. So I finished those. I have also made the Christmas tree napkins that I was talking about in the A Gift to November video that I put out a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, they didn't turn out quite as straight as the ones in the instructions video, but I mean, I think it's just my fault for not being, precise enough or something. So they look a little bit wonky, but I think they're still charming. So those are finished. And then I have been making my husband's hoodie. That's not quite finished, but I'm almost there. So I sewed that up last night, actually. So those are the three things that I've been making this week. And I'm going to sort of insert some pictures and everything, obviously, so you can see them. I also have been buying a few things. So I went down to the shopping center a few days ago and to pick up a few bits and pieces. And then I stopped by this little creative shop, and they had some labels that I hadn't seen before. And this was the little package that I got. Let's see if I can show you. Handmade with love, it says. Unfortunately, it was packed like this, so I couldn't see what was on the other labels. It turns out this is made for knitters. So the others were like, this is a little like fold thing that it says handmade there too, but it has like a yarn on it. And then the pink ones are also like, they don't have a text on them or anything, but it's just a yarn and knitting needles. So I am probably going to use these ones that says handmade with love, and then I'll give these to my mother-in-law because she's a knitter. So yeah. I also bought something that I haven't done since I, was in elementary school. And that is, I got this little embroidery fabric and a little hoop and some embroidery floss like this. Oh, you can't really see it there, but yeah, there we go. And I am thinking about doing a little bit of, well, in Norwegian they call it guerrilla broderi. I don't know if they call it guerrilla embroidery. But the thing is, it's sort of a practice where you embroider these like traditional nice little borders and everything, and then the sayings inside kind of breaks with the tradition. So it can be quite rude or sweary words, or something like really quite sassy inside. And while I was on my work trip, I got to try it out again. I haven't done cross stitch, well, since I was in elementary school, so it's really funny to get back into it. So anyway, I have been talking for far too long already, and now I'm going to take you with me on a little shopping spree. See you in a bit. Whew, that was a trip into the mall. I didn't have the opportunity to film too much because there was actually quite a lot of people in there, and you know, I don't want to film people without their knowledge or consent, so yeah. However, I have bought quite a few things for the advent calendars, and now I am heading out to IKEA. I have got my coffee and a little saffron bun, and yeah, I'm going to head out now, also because I feel really conspicuous sitting in my car and filming with all these people around. So yeah, see you in a little bit. Whew, you know what? I had forgotten how exhausting IKEA can be, but I am very pleased with what I got. I didn't do any like frivolous shopping or anything, and most of the things that I got were for the advent calendars, so I can't really show you all the things that I got, but I'm quite pleased with this little excursion. And now I'm on my third coffee and I'm going to head home while I sip it, and then hopefully I'll still have some time in my sewing room, so if I have time for that, I'll bring you with me. See you in a bit. Okay, so the final stop for today's little tour is actually my local fabric store. Now, my local fabric store is about 25 minutes away from my actual house, but it is such a good shop, and I know that I've taken you here quite a few times before. But yeah, I'm going to get a few little bits and pieces that I need for my little Christmas sewing. So yeah, come with me, and if there are not too many people in there, I'll do some filming too. Yeah, that was it for me this week. Thank you so much for coming with me on my little shopping spree. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and if you have any questions or comments, please do leave them in the comments below. If there's anything in particular you would like to see in the upcoming weeks and everything, please let me know, and I'll try to incorporate that. So yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.